Alright guys and girls, good morning. We've got another build about to start on the way. It's a little bit of a scary one to start with because it's not something that I've done before. I've drained the gas out of this tank and then I filled it up with water, and then I let the water drain out, and then I filled it up with water again, and then I let that drain out. But even still this morning, after I let the water drain out again, I sprayed air around inside it and you can still smell some gas. Well, I think I can anyway, we've been paranoid. So I'm just going to pull it apart a bit further and see if we can't get in there and really clean it out. I've never done one of these before, but anyway, we're going to be turning this into a Kombi van fire pit. So I've got some big tube that I bought, and we're going to cut in some wheels on it, and I'm going to have it like sunk on the ground. I want it to be real low. I've seen a couple of these done, but most people lift them up. And that I was like, I reckon it'd look cool if it was just decked out. Like basically, if it was, I like if it was on air suspension. So the rims will be tucked up into the car. So yeah, we'll have some rims on the front. Yeah, we'll cut the windows in along the sides of it and stuff, and should turn out pretty cool. The other thing I had in my head, I was like, you could make it so that probably I might cut out, like I'll cut the windows on the sides, and then in the center, maybe over the top of this, because I'm going to cut this out anyway, I'll cut out a box and weld in some plates so that you could put a hot plate on the top here, and then you can also use it as a cooker. So what we'll probably have is a, because Kombi vans usually have roof racks, maybe I'll make some sort of roof rack system that looks like a roof rack, but then you can also sit a hot plate on top of there, and then you can use it as a fire pit and a barbecue. So then it's a little bit more practical. For now, I'm going to leave these brackets underneath it to keep it stable while I do all my wheels and stuff like that, and then I might cut them off at the end. We'll see how we go. Won't really need them because the tube that I've got to make the wheels is solid. I think it's like probably 8 or 10 mil thick, so that'll work perfect. But yeah, let's get into pulling this thing apart a bit further, and I'll show you what I put the valve back in that I pulled out to drain the gas. So I'll show you that valve and how to pull that out. So what I did was make sure the gas tank was fully reading empty, and then I pulled that valve out, and even with it on empty, as I was pulling that valve out, I actually had to slowly undo it because it still had some pressure in the tank. And then once I got that out, I looked in the tank and you could still see fluid in there, so I filled it up with water to push all of that fluid out. And then yeah, like I said, I've done that a couple times now, but I still feel like there's some gas residue in there and I don't want it to blow up, so I just want to get it pulled apart a bit further, make sure I'm safe, make sure it's all good, because otherwise you're going to see me explode. Alright guys, I'm going to cut this episode up here, so coming along, still got plenty to go. Yeah, it's coming along. We're going to cut the wheels in now, we're going to recess them into the body, and then we'll have to do the front badge and fill that out, and then just a few smaller details. So yeah, be sure to tune in for part 2 of this build, because it's coming along pretty cool. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, share, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the things, and I'll see you on the next one.